Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you 3 different ways that you can colour your SFX by Soph Harry Potter scar, which alongside the rest of the SFX by Soph product range are coming soon. So if you'd like to see the different ways that I colour the SFX by Soph Harry Potter scar, then please keep on watching. So obviously the first step in applying any prosthetic is to make sure that the area that you're going to apply the prosthetic to is nice and clean. So as you can see, I've got some makeup on in this video, so I am just taking a baby wipe and wiping the area that I want to apply the prosthetic to, making sure that it's really clean, that there's no makeup there and no oils on my skin there either. Now I'm going to apply Prosaid to my skin and to the back of the prosthetic in the place where I want it to be applied. Obviously I've chosen my forehead, that's where Harry Potter has his scar, so I've tried to kind of align it in the same kind of position that he has his, and I'm just slathering on the Prosaid there with a cotton bud, fanning it to make it dry quicker, and then I'm going to apply it once the Prosaid is clear, both on my skin and on the back of the prosthetic itself. So here you can see me pressing down the prosthetic. A good tip as well is to use the bottom of a makeup brush to make sure that the prosthetic is rolled really nice and flat to the skin. That way you're not going to get any wrinkles in the prosthetic at all. Just makes it lie really nice and flat. And as per all of my other videos, I am blending out the edges using a cotton bud and some isopropyl alcohol. Depending on the type of prosthetic that you've got, you will either be able to blend it out with a high percentage alcohol or with acetone, but with all of the SFX by Soph prosthetics, they are all made using alcohol blending out cap plastic, so you'll just need isopropyl alcohol. Now that the edges are nicely blended out, I am just taking some anti-shine on a little fluffy makeup brush and making sure that I'm really going over the prosthetic to tone down the shine. With a scar, it's not so important that it's not shiny, because normally, especially with like a healed scar, it does have quite a bit of shine to it, almost like this silveryness. But since we're doing 3 looks today, I do want to tone the shine down because I don't want it to be shiny for a fresh wound. Now I'm just using the same foundation that I've used over the rest of my face on a big blending brush, and just making sure that I'm going all over the areas of the skin that I removed the makeup from, and also over the prosthetic to give it a more even, uniform colour. The prosthetic itself does have pigment in the silicone as well, but this one in particular is just a little bit light for me, so obviously I'm going over the top with the foundation to counteract the lightness. So for the healing scar, I'm first taking some Kryolan cream colours, mainly kind of peachy, reddy, browny tones, and I'm just using them ever so lightly around the raised section of the scar itself, just to give it like a little bit of colour and a little bit more dimension as well. It helps it to stand out from the skin a little bit better. And then I'm just actually going to add a shimmery kind of silvery white eyeshadow. A highlighter would work perfectly fine as well, but I found that the colour of this eyeshadow was just a little bit better in my opinion, and I'm just taking that over the actual raised part of the scar itself, because this tends to be what a healed scar looks like colour wise. So it just really helps to emphasise the fact that this is meant to be a healed scar. Now for the next look, which is a slightly more fresh scar, so something that's not kind of fully healed yet, I'm going to be using my Kryolan cream paints again, and I'm basically just taking more of those reddy shades just on a slightly thinner brush this time, so they get more definition out of it. And I'm applying that to the raised portion of the scar, and then patting it out with my finger to kind of blend out the edges a little bit. We don't want it to look really perfect. We want the area surrounding the scar as well to have some of this kind of blushy colour to it, so that you can tell that it's kind of aggravated. So I'm mainly focusing that colour on the actual scar itself, to make sure that it stands out from the rest of the skin. And to really accentuate that, what I'm going to use is a red lip liner pencil. This one is from Clarins, and I'm literally just tracing the shape of the lightning bolt with the lip liner pencil to give it a little bit more definition. Now to make the wound look super fresh, so the last look in this kind of little series, I'm actually going to be taking a bruise wheel. This one is from Ben Nye, and I'm using predominantly the more kind of burgundy colour from this. This is really nice if you want something to look like a fresh wound, like really aggravated, a little bit bloody before you've actually even put any fake blood on there. And I'm literally taking this all over the prosthetic, so over the scar first, tracing that kind of outline, and then I'm patting it using the flat side of the brush all around that scar to kind of make that whole area of the forehead look really aggravated, like there has been some sort of trauma there. And then to kind of finish the look off with, I'm using the Kryolan Fresh Scab Blood on a slim cotton bud from my Kitco, and then finishing it off with some congealed blood, which I'm also applying using a cotton bud, and then just patting over the area with my finger to make it look disrupted. And that's because mainly when you kind of suffer from some sort of trauma, if you're awake for it, your first instinct is to kind of touch the area, so it normally does look a little bit messed up. So those were the 3 different looks that I've created for 3 kind of different stages of a scar healing, and I've just chosen to put on a little pair of glasses at the end. I obviously don't have like a Harry Potter costume or anything like that, so these will have to do. This was kind of like a bit of a different style of video for me, just showing you guys how to style prosthetics in different ways. You can have them a lot more natural if you want to. You don't always have to go in with the blood and the gore, but I know a lot of people really like to see that kind of side of special effects. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, please check out SFX by Soph on Instagram. I'll keep you updated on there with all of the latest launches, releases, designs, everything like that, all that good stuff. So again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay safe, and I will see you next time. Bye.